Bajaj Auto is not looking very flattering at all. Motorcycle sales, as you can see, 6% down year on year. And even month on month, vis-a-vis expectations, the numbers are looking a little eerie. To take us through the December auto sales numbers, in which the bright spark is actually the exports, is Rajiv Bajaj himself, Managing Director, Bajaj Auto. Good morning, Rajiv. Wish you a very, very happy new year. But the December numbers are not looking very happy.
Thank you, you too. Oh, it's in the past now.
Okay. Do you have that much confidence that January will be different? I mean, why in the first place was December looking so bad? Is it demand? Is there any one-offs in these numbers?
Not really, Lata. I think I explained the last time we spoke that in a year when the festive season gets aggregated into October, November and December are very soft. And I think to help me not sound like a broken record, if you were to speak with some of the competition and or even with some big dealers, you would find out that retail has been very slow for all products, all brands across the industry in November and December. If you would remember, in November I made the point that in terms of domestic retail, while the company's billings aggregated to about 800,000 plus, if I remember right, billing was actually only about 700,000. And I suspect that in December it would have been only about 600,000, because it's well known December is the softest month of the year. So I think the market is playing out as per past trends, and definitely from January it will bounce back.
Okay, Rajiv, hi, good morning. Happy New Year to you and your entire team at Bajaj Auto. Can you give us a breakup of what the Discover sales and the Pulsar sales have looked like this time around?
Okay. Of a total of 246,000 motorcycles, roughly 110,000 have come off the Boxer platform, which is the Boxer, CT, Platina, etc. About 70,000 from the Discover platform, including I think about 15,000 of the new Discover 150, and the balance, about 65 are from the Pulsar platform. That includes the Pulsar and the Avenger, and about 6,000 KTM motorcycles.
Sorry, how many Discover motorcycles did you sell? Because the last time I think you told us that per month you're looking at selling about 70,000. Is that the run rate that you have maintained?
Yes, we have actually done about 70,000 in the month of December. I can add some value to that by mentioning this, that from now up until about April, we will have a bit of a bonanza in terms of Discover sales, because of the special order that we won from the Sri Lankan government. And therefore this 70,000 probably includes about 10,000 Discovers towards that. So in that sense it's a one-off. But once again, in January we should be doing well above 70,000, because not only will we continue to benefit from exports to Sri Lanka, but of course the market will for sure bounce back. I mean, for us, I'm quite certain that in terms of domestic retail, January on December will be up by over 50%.
You were telling us about the fact that November and December is generally slow, but even in the export market, last month you did a growth of around 25% in exports. This time it's dwindled to just 10%. Are you facing a slower growth in the export markets, and is this a new normal that we'll have to look at? I mean, 10 to 12% growth, or will it get back to the 20-25% growth that you used to enjoy?
No, exports are doing really well. We have no specific trouble in any particular market at this time. We've been fortunate that way for the last few months. I think for the year as a whole, if I remember right, for April, December, exports year-on-year growth is about 22%. And I think we will continue to be in that range, at least for the foreseeable future.
Okay. There was that softness coming in from Nigeria. Is there any other country that's giving you worries on export markets?
Not really, Lata. At this time, everything's good. In fact, in January, we will see a bit of a rebound in exports also in some markets because, as some of our markets begin to exit winter and prepare themselves for the summer, distributors will place larger orders as we go through this quarter. On Nigeria, there is a slight concern. In the sense that elections come up next month, and that tends to be, believe it or not, even more disruptive than they are in India. So there's always some disruption likely in Nigeria on that count. But I don't think it's anything chronic. It'll just be an acute situation for a month or two, and it'll pass.
Okay. Actually, this 2.8 lakh total that you have is lower than even year ago December, lower than November. On what are you pinning the turnaround in Jan?
Well, we have worked very hard through this year to place ourselves in a position from where we can put through several new products in different segments. This we shared, as you well know, in the investor meet that we had probably on 19th of December. We start from today with the production of the new Platina. And I think that starting with that, we move on next month to yet another launch. And actually right through from now until July, we have one significant launch every month covering almost all the segments of the motorcycle industry. So I think, it takes a little time when you shift strategy to get products rolling out of the assembly line. I think we've put in all that hard work, and hopefully now we will see the benefits of that.
Okay. The last time when you spoke to my colleagues Anuj and Ekta, you had indicated that you're targeting 2.2 lakh motorcycle sales every month. That's lower than what you've been doing this month, last month, etc. So are you reducing your expectations as far as domestic motorcycle sales are concerned?
Actually, Sonia, that number was for domestic sales alone. So, our average motorcycle exports are around 1.3, 1.4 lakhs. So that would mean total motorcycle sales of about 3.5 lakhs.
Okay. 3.5 lakhs per total motorcycle sales of 3.5 lakhs per month is what you're looking at. But that's much higher than what you're doing now. So, what would lead to that big surge?
The launch of the new products, as I said, in the 100cc space, we have a couple of launches this month and next, and then we follow up with new Pulsars in March and April, and then come back to the Discover segment after that. So I think it's all on track now for that kind of growth.
And any improvement in margins, Rajiv? Commodity prices, we understand, are falling. Is that making a difference to your material costs?
Nothing significant, no significant pressure. And improvement either. Although going forward now, we need to push prices up a bit. In fact, we were to move prices up today. Market, but we've held off now because of the increase in excise. So we're going to couple of weeks and then make a final decision.
Okay, Rajiv, I think the camera is getting a little wobbly. In any case, thank you very much for all those details you gave us about your December sales, and more importantly, the expectations for the next 6 months, which is a launch of several new products. Rajiv, all the very best for the coming year.